Now we turn our attention to the ongoing debate surrounding the Hawksbill Creek Agreement and the significance it holds for the economic development of Grand Bahama. Our ZNS News team sat down with Port Executive Rupert Hayward to gain insight into the importance of this agreement. Here's that story. Despite calls from some Bahamians to cancel the Hawksbill Creek Agreement, Rupert Hayward explains the principal idea behind the contract and its role in creating an environment conducive to attracting direct foreign business, bypassing the red tape often associated with doing business in the nation's capital or the central government.
The idea was to create, through the Hawksbill Creek Agreement, this foundational document that created an economic model that was competitive around the world. And, you know, when that document was signed between the government of the day and the Port Authority, the port area free trade zone was one of 2 free trade zones in the world. Now 70% of all the countries in the world have free trade zones. Now that document created a competitive advantage for the port area, which allowed foreign direct investment to come in here and without any investment from government, private dollars, and to create the second city over time in the Bahamas.
Hayward emphasized that attracting direct foreign investment is crucial to the sustained growth of the island's economy. According to him, the HCA provides a framework that encourages foreign entities to invest in Freeport, creating jobs and opportunities for Grand Bahamians.
We need a strong institution in Grand Bahama to stand up for the rights and deliver for the people of Grand Bahama. And the Port Authority was that, needs to grasp that nettle again and become that again for the people of Grand Bahama. But again, you know, we talk about, you know, the role of the Port Authority and fulfilling its commitments. Well, one of them is maintaining our city. And it's well documented that, you know, there are too many derelict buildings and the city doesn't look as good as it should do because of those. Well, there is a document within the Hawksbill Creek Agreement called the bylaws, the city bylaws, and they determine how we at the GBPA can deal with derelict buildings and actually how we can also recoup capital so we can reinvest that money back into the beautification of the city. And those bylaws are antiquated. They really, you know, need to be updated.
The GBPA executive stressed the importance of a strong partnership between the port and the government, acknowledging that a genuine partnership between these entities had been lacking for decades.
The fundamental point here is that document and that public-private partnership between the Port Authority and the government are the critical features for the success of Freeport. Yes, the Port Authority needs to be a world-class organization. It needs to have, you know, world-class shareholders and management and everything else, and there's definitely work to be done there. But the partnership between the government and the Port Authority is absolutely fundamental to the success of Freeport. And if that breaks down, which, you know, I think even since 1969, there's been this adversarial relationship between government and the Port Authority. On the surface, there's all these niceties, but underneath it, there hasn't been genuine partnership. And that is what I've been calling for a long time, because that is what the people of Grand Bahama need. You know,